I think I'm live. I think I'm live. I think so. Alex, EJ, Oli, what's up, guys? Can you guys hear me? Can we make sure that I'm good to go before I start my show, my announcement, if you will? Just my usual Friday night hangout with you guys. It takes me a while to make sure everything's up and running. So if I could get the okay, the confirmation from you guys, and then we can get started. All right, we're good. So I'm just gonna wait a split second, a little bit longer, just wait for more people to come in. And thanks to you guys for being the first ones in here, the first early guys to show up. It's gonna be about 30-minute show tonight. Just talk about some good stuff that has happened in my life this past about a month. Something fell into my lap. Something really really cool, and yeah, I want to talk it over with you guys. Give you guys like the rundown of what's to come, pros and cons of it all, and yeah, I'm just really really excited, man, honestly. So let me just make sure the feed over here is up and running. All right, looks like where everything's good. All right, yeah. So, all right, guys. So I'll just start off by saying, yeah, a huge thank you for everything that you guys do for me. It does get cliche, it seems at times, but you hear it all the time on YouTube. People saying thank you, and it means a lot. Like it really does, man. Like there's times, where like you're dragging a little bit and you're not really like feeling making a video, and there's obviously worse things to be doing in life, but yeah, man, it just doesn't go unnoticed, and I really really appreciate all you guys' support, man. It's so awesome, man. So real quick, I got to do a little bit of housekeeping and then we'll get on with today's events. So, with my top tier or my $10 tier and up patrons, I do bi monthly giveaways, even though Patreon doesn't like me to give giveaways on Patreon. They flag me for that. If I write the word giveaway, it gets flagged. But I do bi monthly giveaways. And August 1st, I'm going to do a giveaway for my patrons. And I have a couple ideas, but I mean, I'm gonna be putting a post up on Patreon just as to like give my ideas, bounce my ideas off. But it's either gonna be I have like one or two options. So I was thinking about just giving away like a plugin, or like some sort of software like the Libra from STL Tones, or like the Will Putney Suite from STL Tones, or even like the OG Nameless or the Fortin um, Natas. I almost forgot the name of that thing. I'm more than willing to give away a plugin for one lucky individual. Um, or I could do like another piece of merch. I could give away that. Or the last thing I was thinking is like I could cap about like let's say like $130 of whatever you want. Like let's say you wanted like the EVH Phase 90 plugin. I'd be more than willing to purchase that for you. You know what I mean? Just as an example. Yeah, I think I'd cap it like right at 130. I mean, no offense to anybody, but um, to keep everything, as an ecosystem, keep everything flowing. I think $130 is more than feasible to get something awesome. Let's say, what if you wanted like 50 packs of strings? You know what I mean? Like I'd be more than willing to buy you 50 packs of strings that equate to, my threshold. So I'm just throwing ideas out there. Yeah, the Libra just came out. That's awesome. The IR mixer and loader, or just any sort of plugin you guys want. It could even be like a multi-band compressor from Waves or something. You know what I mean? Just something random. But regardless, I'd be more than willing to do that for one of my patrons. This is a way I say thank you, and I mean what I say and I do what I mean, so to speak. And yeah, you deserve it. So I'm just gonna put that out there now. So if you do in fact win, if you do want to become a patron, it's $10 and up. For my $10 tier patrons, you're automatically entered, and the giveaway will be this coming August 1st. I'll reach you individually via either email or via Instagram, something like that. But yeah, just if you unfortunately do not win the giveaway, let's be real, there's only one person that can be the winner, but just know that the money that you support goes to that individual's winnings, that his or her prize. So just take that into consideration, as well as it just helps my community continue to stay close knit and very, very, very much like a close group of people. I really feel that about my channel, my community of subscribers. Like there's like the familiar faces that you guys all know who you are, man, and like it's really really cool, man. Like there's some like random, I shouldn't say random, new faces on the channel that come and go, and then there's some like casual friends of mine on the internet, and then there's like the diehard loyal friends of mine on the internet. I won't even say fans, like literally friends, and you guys know who you are. And so, if you do want to support the channel, support me, support each other. You know, the Patreon giveaway, bi-monthly giveaway is a great way to do that. And it makes somebody else's day by just helping, you know, a good cause is helping out somebody win some cool stuff. So that's on the table. So I'm going to be doing that August 1st. I'm going to check in with the chat real quick. Joel, what's up, man? Hi, U.S. Army #1 in the world. Hell yeah, man. Michael Murphy, what's up, man? 130 in cheap Chinese picks. I want to be this. Yeah, I'll get you. I'll give you 130 picks. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whatever you want, man. Like, you know what I mean? $130 and Belmont bass strings. Okay, you guys are running with it. Nikki, what's up? How you doing, Nikki? You're not giving away air fryer? Ah, I get the reference. That was the Tone King's house. You guys remember that when I went over there? All right. So last thing, last housekeeping thing. Luna Muerta, my solo project, is really, really taken off as of late. It's like doubled and like, or it's like grown tenfold in like the past week and a half, and that's really, really cool, and it's a lot of fun. That's my solo stuff. Like I say a million times, all my demos and all my like showcasing for gear, all that stuff turns into some sort of demo song, or then becomes a full on song for Luna Muerta. And yeah, it's on Spotify. All my stuff's on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, and yeah, Spotify's really, really taken off as of late. So if you guys haven't yet, go follow Luna Muerta, man. That's I put my heart and soul into that stuff. And you know, it's the on every video in the bottom left hand corner. That's me. That's my solo project. So if you want to support that, you know, it means the world to me. It's a lot of it's really, really cool that people are starting to finally get into my music, and it's starting to gain traction. And man, I just love it so much. So thank you guys. If you haven't yet, please go follow Luna Muerta. Helps me out. And yeah, it's my baby, so to speak. You know what I mean? William, what's up, man? Interested in the title, My Hometown. Yes. Robbie, what's up, man? Sean, some bassist love, Ray. Okay, that's a good idea. Um, I've been wanting to do more bass stuff. It's just, you know, it's like I've done a couple bass things in the past. It's just like I'm not a bass player, and you know, I just like bang on the lowest string. But I've always had my eye on like the Evil Twin bass. For example, with the Fishmans, I'd be more than willing to get that on the channel and use it because then that would be like my ideal bass. Fishman bass pickups. Do forget about it. So, all right, we'll see what I can do, man. Yes, Dan, what's up, man? Following on Spotify helps artists immensely. Yes, if you have not followed my friend Dan here, go follow him on Spotify. Follow everybody on Spotify. It's a great way to help out artists, man. Which guitars will you check out at NAMM? Okay. What's up, bro? I'm in Tennessee waiting to hear the news. Ohio here. Hell yeah. Okay. So I'm going to knock this out real quick because it is the title and I don't want to do clickbait stuff and just drag you guys on. I want to talk about what I'm here for. And then we'll get to the questions, and then we'll get to like future endeavors and, you know, the usual thing of how I run my live streams. We'll knock out what's on the task at hand, and then we'll open the floor up to some questions, comments, and then go on a little bit of tangent and just have a good time. You know what I mean? Just hang out, guys. So, all right, this coming August 5th, so that's not this Monday, the following Monday, I am flying down to Nashville. And I wasn't gonna make this announcement, but I feel like I not that I owe it to you guys, but I loved interacting with you guys because, like I said 5 minutes ago, I feel like we're a lot more closer in terms of like subscriber to content creator. But at the end of the day, I think I could just consider us friends. You know what I mean? I don't view myself as like the content creator and then the subscribers. Like it just so happens that I make the videos, but you guys give me the ideas and help me out with that. So you know, I feel like I almost owe it to you guys to like keep you in the loop and up to date with what I'm doing in my music career and personal career. So this is like so awesome, and I can't not keep it in anymore. And I wasn't gonna say anything because it wasn't set in stone, but now that it's like they're like dates are there, I have my plane booked, my Airbnb booked. It's like it's happening. I want to share it with you guys because you guys deserve it. So I'm going down to Nashville August 5th to meet up with STL Tones for a potential job. Now, the job that Sunny and I have been talking back and forth a lot is to potentially and most likely become the content creator, among other things, but to be the content creator for STL Tones, for being the individual running the YouTube page, doing in depth demos, product reviews, analysis of all the STL Tones products. For example, like the Howard Benson suite and the Will Putney suite. I know like the back of my hand right now, and I did that type of stuff out of like sheer passion. And so I'd be doing more of that stuff, but more of that stuff and much more in depth stuff with STL Tones, with their current products, as well as their future products that are coming out soon. And I've been fortunate enough to know about all the products beforehand, before they've been coming out. Sonny's been amazing to me. He's been helping me out, helping us out, my channel out, ever since we hooked up together. Like he hit me up like end of last year. He reached out to me and we connected. And he's been hooking up the channel ever since, man. So he's been taking care of us greatly, and it's amazing. And he reached out to me. We had a phone conversation for about an hour, and he said, "I'd love to have you down here, and I can see you working with the company." And I'm beyond ecstatic, and I'm like, it's like a dream job. It's a dream come true, so to speak. And yeah, I'm going down there from the 5th to the 9th as almost like an apprentice slash a it's kind of like an intern almost, it seems like, but it's really just like the way I'm envisioning it, it's kind of like we already have like a business relationship. Now it's just to make sure like everything checks out, like we like each other both personally and, in a business relationship type of deal. He's going to be showing me what the job entails, things like that. And so yeah, it's just all for a week. He paid for my flight, he paid for my Airbnb. He's just like treating me as a guest down in Nashville. And yeah, I'm beyond ecstatic. Like I said, it'd be doing what I do now, but for an awesome company, and it would be a job. You know what I mean? Um, that's like the coolest thing ever. Like that's literally what I do now, and I would be helping a giant company in the industry do it. So that's the big news. That's like the big thing. I like I said, I wasn't gonna say anything because I didn't want it to fall through, jinx myself. But now that it's like lined up, set in stone, and for whatever reason, if it doesn't ever happen, just like he decides it's not meant to be. Sonny has been nothing but an awesome, honest, genuine businessman and a good person. So it just speaks volumes for the company itself. So, nothing's finalized, but the way I see it, we kind of already have like a business relationship. It's just I'm not an official person on the STL Tones team. So yeah, man, it's like I can't believe it. It's a dream job. It's a dream job. And then apart from being the content creator, I would help out with customer support, with more of the marketing stuff. Just regular pictures, photographs for the Instagram page, and then just being like a like an extra hand. If like, hey, I need you to make a phone call to this artist and hook up a time for him to come in the studio. Okay, got it. You know what I mean, Roger. So it's so cool, man. And a couple people have known about it for a while, but I wanted to tell you guys. So I'm gonna head to the chat and see what you guys have to say. Oh my god, you guys are blowing up the chat. Studio work. Yeah, I play bass and guitar. I always wanted to learn bass guitar. I just gave Luna Muerta a follow on Spotify. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that, man. I love BC Rich, LTE bassist guitar. All right. Wow. That's legit, man. Thanks, Dave. Eddie, speaking because be able to practice 2 hours per day. Dude, congrats. Thanks, Will. Mark, Don, Terry, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So Winston, real quick recap. I'm heading down to Nashville for to meet up with STL Tones for a potential job, being the content creator and social media personnel, one of the social media personnel for STL Tones, and then doing content creation, um, i.e., videos, Instagram posts, Twitter posts, Facebook posts, things like that. Um, and then at the same time, what's really really cool is Sonny and I have talked about it. Obviously, I have my YouTube channel, and he said it, I didn't have to say it. He said, obviously, you're doing your own thing, and it's on the up and up. I wouldn't want to interfere with that, and that was awesome because like I was extremely excited, but I didn't want to be like limited to where like I couldn't do anything on my channel other than like STL tone stuff. And I didn't think that would ever happen, but you know, stranger things have happened. But yeah, so going forward, hypothetically, let's say it all works out, I become that guy for STL tones. Um, the thing that would change for my channel is obviously I wouldn't do anything to interfere with business with STL tones. Like I would not be doing any demos or reviews of, let's say, like Neural DSP. Neural DSP has been great to me as well. Um, I think the only difference is, Neural DSP works in Europe predominantly, and it wouldn't be very feasible for me to move to Europe. You know what I mean? But Doug and some of the other guys that I've talked to, had the privilege to talk to at Neural DSP, amazing people. But if I was to be working for Sunny at STL Tones, I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. And it would just be bad business. Is like if I was working for a company, but I was doing videos for another company, it just wouldn't work. I think you guys can understand that. And honestly, I'd be fine with that. And I think everybody would be fine with that. Like I said, Neural DSP and STL Tones have been great. I'm just using them as an example because those have been the two companies that have been so good to me and that have been so good to a lot of people. I think everybody would understand, like, hey, I can't make a video promoting the brand new Neural DSP guitar plugin when I'm already working for somebody else, and that's fine. But I talked to Sunny. I said, but I have my channel, and I'd like to continue to do what I do, and be a solo artist, solo musician, content creator, and gear reviewer. And he's like, dude, that's totally fine. Like, if I wanted to buy it, or if I wanted to borrow another instrument or an amp, I'd have no limitations playing through whatever amp or whatever product. Um, you know, other than what I mean? Like, I'd have no limitations. It'd be like apples and oranges. Like, a ESP guitar has nothing to do with the plug-in competition and plug-in market. So that was really refreshing, and that was like the one of the best things I could hear from Sunny. And just I think you guys know how awesome STL Tones products are. Even before this even happened, everybody has said amazing things about the Howard Benson suite, the Libra, and the Will Putney suite. And like, this they make amazing products. And then I had the opportunity and the privilege to potentially work for them. It's like it's like I've made it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm beyond ecstatic. I'm beyond grateful and thankful. And I really can't, honestly, the people that I can't thank enough are the people that give my and our channel attention, and constructive feedback and criticism, and just everything that goes into this channel has put me in the position for this to happen. So I'm beyond grateful, man. It's I'm gonna go down there in what, 10 days, something like that, 9 days, and it's a dream job, man. And I'm very, very excited, very humbled, very grateful, really, really excited. So I'm gonna turn to chat, keep up with you guys, and see if you have any questions about that. Are you moving to Nashville or doing it from home? Great opportunity. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, moving to Nashville. So, Sonny and I talked. Obviously, I have a house. My fiance bought this house, and then she bought it, and then I got out of the army, and we started talking, and I moved in. Right. So, there's two ways this can go, and Sonny and I have talked about it, about the possibilities and the different outcomes. Um, nothing's set in stone, but one possible outcome is like I work from home for the time being, and then I move down in a given amount of time. And I think that's the most realistic thing. Another realistic possibility is I stay at home again for the time being, and then I would like fly down once a month, or once every 3 weeks, something like that. So like I would stay down there for like 3 weeks, or 3 days or something, and like create content for the company, for the channel, for the Instagram, while I'm there. You know what I mean? Or like if an artist is coming, fly down, work with them, and then fly back home. That's another possibility. And then the last possibility would be I would move down, and then my fiance and the rest of my stuff would come down. And that one would be the hardest. That one would be the hardest, but it is a possibility. And I've spoken to my fiance about it ad nauseum. And she says, like, this is really, really exciting. I'm really, really happy for you. it would suck being apart, but at the same time, I'm very, very proud of you and excited for you, and we'll make it work. And that's like it like almost chokes me up, you know what I mean? Like I can't thank her enough for like I like understanding like, hey, this could suck, this could be hard, but it's what I want to do. I have this opportunity to be full time in the music industry after having zero experience 18 months ago, or 24 months ago, whatever it was. And yeah, I mean, having her support is incredible. And I can't believe that, because it would be so easy for somebody to not that she would, but for somebody to say, yeah, I can't deal with that. And yeah, I got her support, man. And so, best case scenario would be to do like the flying down or working from home for the time being. And but at the same time, I wouldn't want to just stay here and hold up the company. So it's like it's a common ground, and Sunny acknowledges that and realizes that, hey, this is a huge potential life changing thing. um, I'm paraphrasing, but he said, "I want you on the team. I want to make sure that you're okay with it, and I want to make sure that everything on your end and your life checks out." So we're in the midst of talking about everything, and that's why I'm going down. That's one of the other reasons why I'm going down there. Is just to meet in person, lay everything out, and just like iron out all the details. You know what I mean? And I don't see any reason why we wouldn't come to a happy medium and figure it out. I mean, just I've never met him yet, but I've talked to him for a decent amount of time on the phone and through text, and just having a business relationship. And I he's a very grounded, level-headed, and understanding and respectable person. So he's not expecting me to move down there, August 10th, the day after my initial, introduction. You know what I mean? So we'll make it work. And you know, I already do this now. I already wave the STL Tones flag. I have been since February of this year. And I mean, you guys know me. I say it all the time. Will Putney sweet. Will Putney sweet. Howard Benson sweet. You know what I mean? Like I literally just say those words all the time on my channel. And I guess I just have the opportunity to work for them. And it's another thing too, like being in Nashville. Just think about from my own channel. You know what I mean? Think about all the gear that's down there. Think about all the artists are down there. That's just like the way I think of it. It's just like it's a smart business move in all aspects for my channel, for my personal music journey, for my music business journey as well as I have the opportunity to work for a company as amazing as STL Tone. So it's just like a win-win. I can't believe it, man. I'm so excited, and I hope you guys are too, because yeah, it affects me, but like just think of all the content that will come out of this. You know what I mean? So I just hope you guys are as excited as I am, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. So I just wanted to give you guys a little update on my life. So that's the news, guys. That's all it is. Now, I'm going to turn to the chat. And while I'm turning to the chat, if you guys have any questions, I'm going to open up the floor for about 7 minutes. I told my fiance and I were going to watch Halloween H2O tonight. So at 8:30, I am going to retire for the night and we're going to get out of here. But I just wanted to make that video, or wanted to make this video, this live stream to share the news with you guys. So I'm going to turn to chat. If you have any questions of mine or any questions of yours for me, go ahead. Moving to Nashville, the beating heart of the music across the world, be a great opportunity. Nailed it on the head, dude. That's like the hub. Come get some hot chicken. If you love Nashville, it would be cool to hang or jam or something. Hell yeah, dog. It's the sky's the limit, man. You know what I mean? I'd be down to do anything. Meet friends of mine that I've yet to meet on the internet. You know what I mean? Like it'd be the dream. It's a 24-hour jam there. That's what I've heard, man. That's what I've heard. I've had the feeling like when I get down there, I'm just gonna be like, it's gonna just like sink in. I'm just gonna be like, oh yes, like this is where I need to be. You know what I mean? I definitely don't think it's gonna suck down there. You know what I mean? Better learn some Johnny Cash. Who's that? Great place for music all around. Yeah. Good luck. Thanks, Joel. I appreciate it, man. Hello, Phil X from Bon Jovi. It's Ray from STL Tones. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's funny, real quick. Sonny was telling me, we're trying to figure out a time for me to come down, and I can't say anything because I don't want to jeopardize the company. It's not that bad. I was like, well, what about this week? And he's like, no, we can't because this individual is flying down for filming and stuff, and I was just like, "Can I come down that week?" I didn't say that, but you know what I mean. Like I had that moment of thought, like, "Can I still come down?" Because of one individual that's going to be down there in their studio working on stuff. So yeah, it's cool stuff, man. Cool stuff. Take your time. Things happen for a reason. You're right. You're right. I'm not gonna rush it. I'm not gonna. Like I said, I'm not gonna move the day after. But at the same time, I don't want to. I don't. This is like a opportunity of potentially a lifetime in terms of working full time in the music industry and getting to do what I love. So I certainly don't want to let it sit. You know what I mean? And I told Sonny a million times, man. Like I'm 100% on board. Like I'm so hungry for this. I'm so passionate about this stuff, man. I'm 100% on board. Like whatever it takes, whatever you need, I got you. I'm your guy. So he understands where I'm coming from, and I understand how he runs his business, man. And I've told him like, dude, I am 100% on board. So I if I could start tomorrow, I would. You know what I mean? Like I am so there. I I can't wait. It's about time you get recognized by some big names. Jim Root needs to pay you a visit sometime too, dude. That's the dream, man. That's the dream. Yeah, Jim Root. Yeah. I still got to get his Jazz Master and his Telly and his new Jazz Master if that ever comes out, or his pickups, whatever. I almost have all of his stuff. The speaker cabinet, the signature orange speaker cabinet that goes with the dark tarot that's over there. That's sitting in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, about 30 minutes away from my house. And I was gonna get it, but then I was just like, why do I need that? I don't use cabinets that much. But at the same time, I'm trying to complete the set of every single piece of Jim Root gear. But yeah, that'd be really cool, man. To like maybe like a signature Jim Root Kemper profile or something like that, or a signature plugin. Dude, forget about it. Excited for you, dude. Pretty envious, but proud to see your hard work rewarded. Enjoy your time in Nashville. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, dude. We'll stay in touch, man. We'll stay in touch. Should watch Hired Gun before you. Oh, absolutely, EJ. I've seen that dozens of times. Hired Gun, very good documentary. You know, it covers like Phil X and John Five and who else? Somebody else. Somebody else is. Oh, Jason Hook from Five Finger Death Punch and Hillary Duff's band. Yes, I've seen that. That's a great documentary, man. Do you think a Jackson soloist into an orange micro dark would sound good? I'm trying to put together my first rig. Well, very specific, but a good question. First rig. Now, a Jackson soloist through a micro dark. I think. Okay, you asked my opinion. My honest opinion. I think you should save up and invest a little bit more in a better amplifier. Just by a couple, like $100 more. Like the PV 6505 mini head on the used market is like $300, and a micro dark is like $200, give or take. So that would be, and at Jackson Solus, yeah, you can't go wrong with Jackson stuff. Jackson stuff's sick. Yeah, I my honest opinion, if you're trying to build your first rig, just buy it. Just save up, find, or look around, shop around for something a little bit more. Just the micro dark is like this big, and it's very limited. I think it has like a tone knob and a volume and a gain. It's like three knobs, I believe. Um, and like the 6505 mini head has like built-in reverb, two channels, a crunch mode. You know what I mean? Like a speaker emulated out, and it's like so much jam packed in. I'm thinking about getting one just for the hell of it, just so I can like add to my mini amp collection because at the end of the year I think I'm gonna get the Invective mini head and then do like a full on like every mini head shootout, and I gotta get the 6505 mini head. So I think you should invest in one of those. That's my honest opinion. You can't go wrong with the micro dark. Orange stuff's good, but honest opinion, I would save up just a little bit more. Try BC Rich Warlock Guitar New Jersey series. I don't know anything. BC Riches are hard to find. I mean, I guess they're on the used market a little bit, but they're getting harder to find, it seems. James, what's up, man? If you get the job, I would go to Summer Nam to hang with you. Thanks, Don. I appreciate it, man. I really appreciate that. Yeah, Summer Nam's right in Nashville, and that's like I'd be in Nashville for Nam. I've never been to a Nam yet because they're far. I've said all along 2020 Winter Nam I'm gonna go, and you know, if and when this whole STL Tones things happen, I would like to assume they're gonna go, and then I'd be there. I'd be there amongst it all. You know, doing PR, doing demos, performing possibly. I don't know. It's just like I'm gonna go to NAMM 2020. It's just a matter of how and who is gonna be there with me. You know what I mean? I could just do it all by myself. I don't know. We'll see. All right, I'm gonna answer two more questions real quick. I'm gonna get out of here. Do you like the old BC Rich guitars? Now, old meaning like the Joe Perry BC Rich bitch old, or like the 2000s Mick? Well, I guess the answer is the same for me. No. Ironic enough, my very first guitar was a starter back BC Rich Warlock, but for me, BC Rich is like very try hard. It's like it's almost like a parody of a metal guitar, especially the Warlock. Um, I've never played like a good BC Rich, but honestly, guys, I really don't like BC Rich, man. I really don't. It's too try hard. You know what I mean? It's too try hard for me. I like dad rock guitars for sure, like Fenders and Gibsons, and a little bit of Ernie Ball. Although John Petrucci's kind of borderline a dad rock, but not really, but still kind of. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not making sense. Okay, last question. I'm ahead of you guys. What are your opinions on Jason Hook from Five Finger Death Punch? Phenomenal player, kind of a cringy band. I used to like him back in the day, Five Finger Death Punch, but then they became more and more like a. I don't know, man. It's just like they became kind of like goofy and kind of like I don't know, a little too mainstream for me. But Jason Hook is a sick player, and they play a lot of drop B and B standard, and that's always killer, man. So I love Jason Hook, phenomenal player. Not really a fan of the band itself. So guys, I gotta cut it short, man. I promised my fiance I'd be out of here at 8:30. It's 8:32. I gotta get going. So one more time, Patreon giveaway, $10 and up, and then I'll pick somebody on August 1st. I'd be more than willing to give away a product, a plugin, or a cap of $130 to whatever you guys want. I will be more than willing to buy you a pedal, plug in 100 packs of guitar strings, whatever you want. Let me know. I will choose somebody on August 1st. You'll hear from me, and we'll knock that out. Please follow my solo project, Luna Muerta, on Spotify. It's doing really, really well lately. It's grown astronomically, and I love reaching new people with my solo stuff and my actual own original material. And it's inspiring me to do a lot of original vocals as well, which my vocals have been seeming to be getting a lot of positive feedback. I really appreciate it, guys. So thank you guys for everything that you guys do for me. I again, man, this whole STL Tones thing is a result of you guys helping me out, helping each other out. And I want to reiterate this again one more time. This is our channel, not my channel, and I mean that 100%. So I just thank you guys so much for helping me out and helping each other out, guys. So I got to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on Monday. I got a nice unboxing for you guys. So be on the lookout Monday morning. I'm out of here. Stay metal, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all that you do for me. See you later. Have a good night.